The day of your visitation is not determined by how much you pray. The day of your visitation is not determined by how much you fast. The day of your visitation is not determined by how much you tarry. The day of your visitation is determined by how obedient you are and prepared you are for the person you are waiting for. So if you say, I have prayed 40 days and 40 nights, hello, God might even come before you finish the 40 days. I might have passed and go. And you will have known. There are times I want to fast 6 in the morning to 6, and God will say, no, today this fasting will not end now. You have to continue this fasting. And there are times I will set and say, I want to fast a long one, and God will say, the fasting should be over now. Because his own day is not your day. You can put yourself on 365 days of prayer and fasting, and God will come just the first day. God will step in the first day and say, okay, I've come to answer you. The journey you want to go for 365 days, God has come to answer you on the first day. If you are not at alert, he will come and he will pass, and you'll be like the 5 virgins that went to buy oil because you're not alert. That's what happened to them. They were going for an occasion, but they were not sensitive. You might say, I am the type that gives. Yes, let me tell you, every giving has a reward. Every prayer has a reward. Yes, you get a reward. Every prayer you pray, you get a reward. If you don't get it now, your children will get it. And that's why those of you who are lazy to pray, you should wake up. Because you might say, I'm praying and not getting the result. You might not be the one to get the result of your prayer. It might be your children. And if you fail to pray, it means your children will have to pray the prayer you are supposed to pray for them. They have to pray it for themselves. It means that if your generation has a course they are carrying, and you fail to pray to break that course, it will enter the generation of your children. And if your children also fail to pray, it will enter the generation of your grandchildren. If your grandchildren fail to pray, it will continue their generation until somebody wakes up and say, no, I'm praying. The person that wakes up, hear me very clear, the person that wakes up, he might not even see the answer to the prayer he was praying. He might not see it, because God will not come at his time. God will come when he's ready. And maybe the time God will now come will be the time of the 10 great grandchildren to answer the prayer of someone that's prayed decades. I said something here the last time before I left. The first Sunday, I said, the reason why I'm standing here is because the disciples of Christ died so that their own prayer for me will keep someone like me standing here. The prayer Jesus prayed more than 4,000 years ago is what is keeping me here standing. You say, but Jesus is supposed to be on earth to see the answer. He was not on earth to see the answer. You have to go to heaven to look for heaven and see the answer.